Before I say anything else, before the world interrupts this moment, I want you to feel something. Close your eyes for a second and imagine loving someone so deeply that their smile becomes your sunrise, their voice becomes your favorite melody, and their presence becomes the only place your heart feels at home. That's not just love, that's destiny written into motion. In a world full of temporary feelings, borrowed promises, and almost fervors, I found something real. I found you. And when I say my love, you are mine, only mine. I don't mean possession. I mean connection. I mean loyalty. I mean the kind of bond that doesn't shake when storms come. The kind of love that doesn't fade when distance tries to test it. You are not just someone I love. You are the one my heart chose without fear. The one my soul recognized without doubt. Tonight, I'm not just speaking words. I'm opening my heart. And I promise you, by the time I finish, you will understand why this love is not ordinary. It's rare, it's deep, and it's forever. Let's begin. I don't believe in small thinking. I don't believe in average emotions. If I'm going to love, I'm going to love with the same intensity it takes to build rockets, to redesign the future, to challenge the limits of what people think is possible. And when I say, my love, you are mine, only mine, I'm not speaking from insecurity. I'm speaking from clarity, from certainty, from a decision made with full awareness of what it means to choose one person in a world of 8 billion. People treat love like a trend. Swipe left, swipe right, upgrade, replace. But that's not how I operate. When I commit to something, I commit to building it, scaling it, protecting it, and pushing it beyond what anyone thought it could become. You're not a temporary project. You're not an experiment. You're the long-term vision. The world runs on distraction, notifications, noise, endless options. But vision requires focus. And I chose you with focus, not because you were the easiest choice, not because you were the easiest choice, not because you were convenient, but because when I calculated the risk, the reward, the long-term trajectory of my life, every path that led to meaning had you standing at the center of it. When I say you are mine, I mean I take responsibility for us. I take responsibility for protecting your heart like it's the most valuable technology ever created. I take responsibility for showing up even on the days when I'm tired, even on the days when the world feels heavy, even on the days when success is loud, but my heart only wants quiet with you. You are not just someone I love. You are the co-founder of my future. Every dream I build has your name written into its blueprint. Every late night of ambition has your voice in the background, reminding me why I started. People think ambition and love compete with each other. They don't. The right love fuels ambition. The right love sharpens focus. The right love gives a man something worth fighting for. And I don't fight for things I don't believe in. I believe in us with the same intensity I believe in breaking barriers. I believe that loyalty is underrated in this generation. I believe that choosing one person fully, without backup plans, without hidden exits, without half measures, is the boldest move anyone can make. You are mine, not because I control you, but because we chose each other. Because in a chaotic universe, two people looked at each other and said, this is it. Because out of all possible timelines, this is the one where I refuse to let you slip away. When I look at you, I don't see just who you are now. I see who you're becoming. I see growth. I see evolution. I see a partnership that adapts, upgrades, and strengthens over time. Love shouldn't stay static. It should innovate. It should learn from mistakes. It should analyze what went wrong and rebuild stronger. If something tries to break us, we don't collapse. We debug. We communicate. We refine. We relaunch better than before. You are mine because I'm not interested in almost. I'm not interested in maybe. I'm not interested in let's see what happens. I'm interested in building something that lasts beyond moods, beyond temporary emotions, beyond external pressure. I don't want 10 shallow connections. I want one deep, unshakable bond. And that bond is you. In a world that constantly upgrades devices, careers, cities, identities, I'm not upgrading from you. You're not version 1.0. You're not replaceable hardware. You're the core system, the operating framework, the heartbeat of everything I'm building. People may not understand that kind of intensity. They may call it too much, too serious, too focused. But average love creates average results. I want extraordinary. I want the kind of love that people look at and realize commitment still exists. You are mine in loyalty, mine in intention, mine in the quiet moments when the world fades and it's just us, planning a future no one else can see yet. And I don't say those words lightly, because once I say something, I mean it. I don't step into missions I can't finish. I don't invest in things I plan to abandon. And I don't give my heart halfway. You are mine because I choose you every day. Not just when it's easy, not just when it's romantic, but when it's challenging, when it requires patience, when it requires growth. This isn't possessiveness, it's precision. Out of billions of possibilities, I selected you. And I'm not looking back. Bath. I'm going to build something. It has to matter. It has to push limits. It has to outlast trends. Loving you isn't the side project in my life, it's the main mission. When I look at the future, I don't see random days passing by. I see architecture, I see structure. I see something we design intentionally, step by step, decision by decision. Most people drift into the future. I don't drift, I engineer. And when I imagine the next 10, 20, 50 years, I don't imagine standing alone at the top of anything. Success without you would feel like building a rocket with no destination. Impressive to others, empty to me. You are not a passenger in my life. You are the destination and the co-creator of everything ahead. Building a future together means thinking long-term. It means asking hard questions. It means planning beyond emotions and into legacy. What kind of life are we designing? What kind of energy fills our home? What standards do we refuse to lower? What values do we protect, no matter what the world normalizes? I don't want a fragile love that collapses under pressure. I want structural integrity. I want foundations so strong that when challenges hit, and they will, we adapt instead of break. The greatest projects in history weren't built overnight. They required risk, patience, recalibration. Love is no different. You and I are not here to create something ordinary. We are here to build something resilient. That means growth. It means upgrading ourselves constantly, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It means holding each other accountable, not to control, but to elevate. If I become better, it's for us. If you grow stronger, it strengthens us. Two individuals evolving, but aligned in direction. The world will test us with distraction, opportunities, opinions, noise. But vision requires ignoring the noise. When I say you are mine, it also means I am yours, fully aligned. No secret exits, no hidden alternatives waiting in the background. No secret exits. I don't believe in backup plans when it comes to love. If we face distance, we solve it. If we face misunderstandings, we communicate until clarity replaces confusion. If we face fear, we confront it directly. The mission doesn't stop because it gets difficult. Difficulty is proof that what we're building matters. I don't want temporary excitement. I want sustainable passion. I want sustainable passion. The kind that doesn't fade after the honeymoon phase. The kind that deepens with shared struggles, shared wins, shared silence. Imagine a future where every success feels doubled because you're there to witness it. Imagine building dreams side by side, not competing, not comparing, but collaborating. That's the mission. That's the vision. You are not just someone I love today. You are the person I'm designing tomorrow with. And I don't approach tomorrow casually. I approach it with strategy, with commitment, with relentless focus. Because the greatest innovation in my life will never be technology, wealth, or recognition. It will be us. Loyalty is rare, not because people don't understand it, but because it requires discipline. It requires strength. It requires the ability to look at endless options and still say, no, I already chose. And when I say, my love, you are mine, only mine, what I'm really saying is that my loyalty is not negotiable. In a world engineered for distraction, loyalty is rebellion. Every day we are surrounded by alternatives, better images, better illusions, better marketing. The world constantly whispers, maybe there's something more, but real power is being able to answer back. I already have what matters. That's not weakness, that's control. That's mastery over impulse. Loyalty is not about restriction. It's about decision. It's about understanding that depth is more valuable than variety. Anyone can chase new excitement. Anyone can reset when things feel uncomfortable. But it takes strength to stay, to build, to repair instead of replace. When I commit to you, I'm not committing just to your perfect days. I'm committing to your storms, to your doubts, to your moments of insecurity. I'm committing to stand firm when emotions fluctuate. Because emotions fluctuate. That's human. Loyalty doesn't. Intensity can fade. I measure love by consistency, by who remains when things aren't glamorous, by who answers the call at 2 a.m., by who chooses honesty over ego, by who protects the relationship even when pride demands defense. You are mine because I choose to guard what we have, not obsessively, not fearfully, but intentionally. I don't allow temporary feelings to sabotage permanent decisions. I don't let outside voices influence internal bonds. What we build stays between us, solid, protected. There is power in knowing someone isn't searching for your replacement. There is peace in knowing someone isn't keeping options open. That peace creates security, and security allows love to grow without fear. I don't want you to ever question where you stand with me. Not when I'm busy. Not when I'm busy. Not when I'm stressed. Not when the world is loud. You stand with me, period. No ambiguity. No mixed signals. Clarity is respect. Loyalty also means accountability. If I make a mistake, I own it. If I hurt you, I fix it. Not with excuses, not with manipulation, with action. Real loyalty doesn't hide from responsibility. It steps forward and corrects course. Because what we have is not fragile. It's strong because I decide every single day that it matters. People underestimate the power of daily decisions. They think love survives on feelings alone. It doesn't. It survives on choices. Repeated choices. Choosing to communicate instead of shutting down. Choosing patience instead of anger. Choosing forgiveness instead of revenge. When I say you are mine, it means I don't entertain emotional shortcuts. I don't flirt with disaster. I don't test boundaries for ego boosts. My focus is forward. With you. Loyalty is freedom from chaos. When you know where you belong, you stop wandering. When you know who you chose, you stop searching. That mental clarity unlocks energy. Energy we can invest into growth, into dreams, into building something bigger than temporary pleasure. I don't want a love that depends on constant validation from the outside. I want a love that validates itself through trust, through actions aligning with words, through silence that feels safe instead of suspicious. You are mine in loyalty because I value depth over noise. And loyalty isn't loud. It doesn't post constantly. It doesn't perform for applause. It moves quietly, steadily, reliably. It shows up again and again and again. There will always be attractive distractions in life. Opportunities that look shiny, moments that test curiosity, but discipline separates temporary desire from permanent commitment. I am disciplined about us. That means protecting your name when you're not around. That means refusing conversations that disrespect what we have. That means correcting myself when ego tries to lead instead of love. You deserve that level of certainty.